welcome to another video. And this is not in part of a series or anything, but I thought I should make it because I'm running out of ideas. So, I am actually on Creative Fun right now, and I'm going to give you a tour of one of my plots, because this plot is actually pretty full, and I have a lot of different role plays, buildings on it. And sorry if you can hear vacuuming, because my mom decided to vacuum at this point in time while I was recording, so yay! Anyway, so, when you first spawn in... I'm not even sure if you can hear the vacuuming, but it's very annoying. So, when you first spawn in onto my plot thing, I'll actually show you exactly where you start. You go right here on that block, so it's not centered, and I just realized that now, and I'm kind of mad now. I should shift everything over. Yeah, is it literally? It's literally one block off. I'm shifting absolutely everything on my plot over one block. So, can someone help me with that? Thanks. Anyway, so when you first spawn on my plot, you spawn in a library thing. It probably doesn't look like a library from the outside because I tried to make it look fancier. And I guess it kind of worked. I don't know. I have this weird arch thing, decoration thing at the top. And there's like pillars, and there's a fountain, little gardens, and like light lamppost things. And there aren't actually doors, they're just weird cobblestone fence things there. So the doorway is kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time. So yeah, this is the library thing. And since I'm giving a plot tour for the entire plot, I'm probably not going to go into too much detail about what's in each building, just because, yeah. So that was my little fly around of what the library looked like, because if I featured every single building here, that would get very long, and yeah, so I have secret drop places. So this is the little restaurant thing I have. I actually hired people for this, and it was open for a while, but then I stopped running it just because I kind of got bored with it. So the restaurant is called Free Spirit. This is the doorway, and I was actually really proud of this because I learned how to, this is how I learned to pick items up and stuff, just pressing the middle mouse button. So, yeah, there's a random loaf of bread there that's been there for how long, and I don't want to know. So over here, there's just a bunch of tables everywhere, as you would think there would be. Here's like the hostess's stand thing. There's more there, and this is like the little place where the chef drops out the food. This is the employees only area. So if you're not an employee, stay away. But I'm gonna hop up on the counter because I'm special. So this is like the kitchen kind of thing, and yeah. Over here is just, oh yeah, by the way, this was the first customer. His name was Thunder Muffins 12, and that name is beautiful. So if you happen to be watching this, I like your name. So yeah, I guess that's the restaurant. Again, I'm going to be doing short tours of everything, just because, yeah. And I'm probably going to miss something, because I'm bad at everything, but whatever. And then over past the restaurant is a hangout area thing. So basically, you spawn, or not, if you TPA to me, you'll be over here. And then you can walk up this path, and there's cool banner things, and then there's a bunch of things. And then I was planning on making like an intro thing here. Or like I'd be like, hey guys, what's up, in front of a giant YouTube sign, but then someone made me an intro, and thanks to glitch mode for doing that, and it's like, this looks way better than what I could have ever done, so yeah. And these are all the great peoples of the world. And Tiggy Wiggy, she actually changed her name twice. She changed it to the Witty Weasel and then Blue Jade. I think she's gonna keep Blue Jade now. I don't know. For her YouTube channel, she's one of my really good friends in real life, so yeah. And I spell great on purpose like that. I'm not dumb, because I like Calvin and Hobbes. It's like an old-timey comic thing, or it's an older comic. And it was one of the joke things, like Hobbes, Hobbes is like a stuffed tiger thing, and he wrote like, Hobbes equals great, and he spelled it like that, so I did that, so. I'm not dumb, I did that on purpose. And then there's this, and I think Tiggy also changed her skin, so yeah. And then that random board, I built the rainbow with the pot of gold because I was bored. And I have like a skin competition thing that I've only ever used once. Oh no, I used it twice. Oh, okay. I don't remember doing it twice at all. And then over here are just random little things. And, oh, by the way, I figured out how to build penguins, and I think these are beautiful, and I have them on my Quacktopia plot too, because I love them so much, and they're adorable. And this is DJ Croutons, and DJ Croutons is also in Quacktopia. He has a twin brother with the same name, so that's what we're going with. I should build speakers there too. And then there's a parkour thing over here, and I built a giant statue of me, because I'm like that, and yeah. And I also hid, I think it was a sponge somewhere around here, so if you find it, you get your name on that. Oops. Whoopsie poopsie, I broke my everything. Fixed it. whenever I hit caps lock or numbers lock, sometimes it exits Minecraft, which is kind of annoying. So if you find the sponge, you get your name put on the board here, so yay. And then over here, I think this was one of the first role plays I ever built. I think I did a tour of this actually in one video, I can't remember. It's a giant castle, and I think it's pretty cool. I need the chunks to load, please, that would be lovely. There's just a few chunks. Come on, load for me. Load! Load! Fine, whatever, be that way. It's only part of the wall. So, basically, you would walk in here, and I was so proud of these guards, because they're actually from Captain Sparkles, and Sonia's, and Tucker's, and Tom's, Mionite series, and these are the guards in Ionite's castle thing, and I, like, found the video, and I paused it and built these, and I was so happy, and they all have different little derpy faces, and there's more random ones over there, because I was trying to build the tutorial, but then it failed, so whatever. Through the entrance, which isn't even, or at least symmetrical or something. I don't know. Like, there's 2 blocks instead of the 1, and that bugs me, but whatever. You guys don't care. So, this is another guard, and then this is, like, the king's chair, and then this is the princess's chair, and that's the queen's chair, and there's, like, seating over here, and then the guides would be on the walls, and it's pretty cool, and I had horse stables, and I tried spawning the horses, but I was like, oh yeah, you can't spawn mobs on this server. And then there is, in this tower, where it's just like storage or whatever, there is a secret little hideout thing for bandits and stuff, and I thought it was kind of cool just to have random stuff like that in here. So, I guess that's pretty cool. There's also like a stained glass thing that I thought was pretty cool behind the chair. And then over through here is this grand dining hall. And then, if the chunks would load for me, please. Whoa, that looks really creepy. Okay. Up here are the royal bedrooms, and I never actually did finish these. Like, most of the role plays I make them, and then I never actually have role plays on them. Because I'm really bad at, like, just role playing because I get so awkward, even online. So over here, this is the princess's bedroom. Yeah, this is the only one I furnished. There's like a little balcony thing here. I'm just gonna leave the door open, so yeah. And then over here is, I can't remember, I think that was gonna be the king and queens, and then we had like a guest bedroom. Like there was gonna be like a traveling prince or whatever, or like visiting royalty or something. I don't know. I had an idea for this, but I forgot all of it. So I'm bad at remembering things. And then, I'm not even on the stairs anymore. If you go down here, then there's a dungeon, and woo, it's so spooky. And all the cells are pretty much the exact same. I think there's one that's a bit bigger. Yeah, I think this one's a bit bigger. But I was gonna have some weird thing where they'd like the prisoner would escape and they'd like climb on the rafters and then like jump down and kill the guard. But you know, again, that would be a pretty cool book or like a part in a book. But yeah, again, probably not gonna end up doing that anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much all the castle, and this is what it looks like from the outside. So it's not your typical castle. Like typical castle would be more normal than this, but I kind of like the style I did this in. So yeah. And then if you go, we will discuss what's in that dome later because there's so much cool stuff in there. Like that's like a town me and another girl built. Her name was April Girl 100. I haven't seen her since because the server reset the friend list, and I don't think she's been on the server since. So yeah. So over here we have if the chunks will load, this is like a little workout gym area thing. It looks like it should be in a prison, but this is actually like a camp roleplay. This is the first thing I built on the plot, was this roleplay. And I'm not very proud of it, so I'm not, because it was like one of the first things I built on here. But yeah. I would like it if the chunks would load. That would be lovely, but they're not going. Where'd the world go? Okay. I mean, what? Okay. And there's like a little lake thing I made there, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I guess. Okay. Then over here I had like a registration office. Ooh, there. That was good timing. Good job. Good job, Rain. Good job. And that's most of this stuff over here. And so that's the camp. I don't think I'm gonna show inside the buildings because they all look kind of derpy because, again, it was when I was still pretty new to building that kind of thing. So we will look into that, whatever is in that glass dome last. Start low. Whoa, hi there. Let's go over. Yeah. Sorry if this takes forever, just me flying around everywhere, but this town is like pretty big actually. It's not huge, but it is pretty big. Could the load not break anymore, please? That would be lovely. I don't know why the chunks are thing, and I don't know how to yeah. Yeah, over here I built like a college slash high school thing with dorms. So these are the dorm rooms over here, and I was too lazy to make it even on both sides, so there's actually like double here, like this. There's two facing this way, but I was too lazy to make more on that side, so I just left it like that. Then this is the library, similar style to the first building I showed you on this plot. Inside the library, and I am actually pretty proud of the high school build I did. That's what that looks like. Lots of little areas to study, and I use the purple blocks a lot because they're kind of like cushions. So yeah, that's why they're there. This is the high school I built, and I'm pretty sure I have a video posted showing this when it was like half done. I've made some changes since then, so I guess I am really proud of how this looks actually. Like the outside looks pretty cool. It's I don't want to say rustic, but it looks like it's kind of worn down, that kind of thing. And I think that's really cool. And why? Chunks, please, you're spoiling the build. Why would you do this to me? I'm just gonna Chunks, please. Can you not? I don't know how to refresh Chunks. Hey, if you know how to refresh Chunks, let me know, because this is dumb. So yeah, that's like around it, and then, oops, I just hit the mic. Sorry guys, I rip headphone ears. But, open door. Over here there's like a little study corner, again with the purple block cushion things, carpets, tables, little bulletin board thing. This is the English class, and I think they're only, oops, I think I ran this roleplay once, actually. But yeah, I ran it once. Yeah, and then I was like, nope, not doing this anymore because I'm bad at everything. So over here are lockers, and then in here is, what did science say? Chemistry or science? Science chemistry lab. So yeah, that's the high school college thing. And then over here is the administration office thing. I don't think I need to go in there because there's not actually much in it. This chunk's stupid. I don't think there's anything in this chunk. Oh yeah, I built like a little pond thing there, and it looks so cute. There's there's one texture back that the little pond thing looks really cute in, but everything else looked kind of dumb. So yeah. And over here is a pool. It's a little tiny pool thing. And then I built a giant soccer field thing over here. That was pretty cool. And this cafeteria food court area, I spent forever on. Like, not forever, but quite some time. And I think it looks pretty cool. And then when you go in here, there's like a food, McDonald's. There's a McDonald's, under construction thing. There's like, I don't know, like goo dripping down because I thought it looked kind of cool, so it didn't look like it was completely empty. That is a sweet shop. There's another missing chunk there. There's like a furnace thing there. This is an empty stall. This is a sushi shop that I would work in. This is a Star Blocks, I think. Yeah, I called it Star Blocks, and I was really proud of my pun there. Minecraft, but yeah. That's just the spawn thing. So that's what's over here. And, I think, because I don't know where everything is there, because I also have a lab roleplay that I've never used and isn't really finished. Here somewhere. And then I'll show you that town thing. And then on this plot, I also have the, oh yeah. Oh, this is the house I built when I was doing the announcement video thing. This is the house I built for that. And the house actually looks pretty cool. Pretty proud of it. So, it's not furnished because I just didn't have the time to do that. Or I did, but I just didn't want to. So yeah, that's the house. And it's in a different, you can watch me building that in the announcement video thing. Yeah, I just have a sped up build of that. So yeah. So I can't remember what the lab roleplay is. Actually, wait. If I do this, please don't actually do this thing because it just puts you in like a spawn box and there's nothing much very interesting to look at. But if this is the spawn thing, and then you go down here, and this is the lab, and I worked on this for quite some time, but then I never used it because I tend to do that. I just build roleplays and never use them. So here are all like basically they were like gonna be scientists and subjects. These are all the subject cells, and then over here would be like testing chamber things. So yeah, these look kind of creepy. And then this would be the staff area thing, which was kind of cool. Um, so yeah, and I thought this would be really cool roleplay, but I just don't really feel like running them. I just kind of like building them. So yeah, this is the cafeteria. That looks kind of dumb, but whatever. Just dance on the table. Don't mind me. Um, and then over here, basically, I actually used redstone. And I was proud of myself. Well, I'll get there later. This is the free time dome or whatever you want to call it. And because I had a bunch of different subjects, some of them were like end related or like nether related or like water related or like yeah, so they all had like an area they could go. Like darkness could hide in the caves, nether had their little area, end had their area, water and earth and air could be in the clouds and yeah, so I was really proud of the little dome and I thought it was kind of cute. So, oops, stupid doors. Down over here, I don't know why I decided to fly, but whatever. And there are also more cells. I think this is just cells on the second floor. I think there's like 10 subjects. I don't know. But I used redstone here. So basically, you would have like someone role playing as a guard, and they would stand here so that piston would be up. Like they'd have to stand on the pressure plate, so the piston would be up, and so then people can't walk past it. So you could like when the piston's up, you can't jump past. But when it's down, so if a guard's not there, they can just go back here, and they can press the button and go through the door. And oh, the sign. The sign says, I mean it, no subjects beyond this point, because it's like, no subjects beyond that point on that sign. It says, no, I mean it, no subjects beyond this sign. And then it says, okay, not even staff should be over here, turn back. And then it says, if you go past that line, you are free. Do you really want that? Yep. And then you go, once every subject crosses this line, the roleplay is over. Hooray, you are free. Tell the others you are free. Now you can either leave or go back as a guard. So, oh, and there's a thing over here too. Being trapped in that lab for so long, you're amazed by the sight of the outdoors. The smell of fresh air makes you smile. So I thought this little area was cute once you finished, so that's the lab roleplay thing. And I think if I go over here far enough, I think this will take us back to like the college roleplay thing. Yeah, so there's the school. Yeah, so that's and then I'll show you the town thing, and then where I record the oh yeah. If I go this way, oh, there's the giant glass box. Yeah, so I guess we should go in. We'll go in the spawn box, and I did most of the building on this, but someone, like, and then there's April Girl 100, she did lots of the interior, because I'm not that good at interior design. Yeah. Just go the giant thing. So this is the spawn roleplay box. I have like the whole thing blocked off because I didn't want people just like randomly leaving. So I guess it's done, and then place that back. Yeah. So basically you would fall down on this tube, and then you would start at the start of the town. This little blocks thing, it says here, ignore this box if role playing. I did like a hide and seek thing, so I did this actually quite a few times, where you could hide like around the town. It was pretty fun actually. And I called the town Oaksville. And this town is pretty big, so I don't think I'm gonna go in any of the buildings. I might go in like the library or places like that. But yeah. Over here I have a little park thing, and I thought it was really cute. And then this is one of the houses. I think I built all the houses, yeah. Chunks. Okay, we'll come back to that one. This one is like the mansion house where all the fancy people lived in their backyard, and I built like a little deck thing. I thought it was kind of cute. Then there's this sandstone house over here. After I built it here, I think I built it here the first time. I built it like 5 other times, but this one is still probably the one I'm most proud of just because it was first. This house will just forever be broken and stupid, so fix yourself. Not okay. Whatever. You didn't have to cooperate, but I wanted you to cooperate. Chunks are so dumb on this server. It's very annoying. Chunk, just oh load, and I want it to load, and yay, listen to me. So yeah, this is another one of the houses. I think I built all of the outer buildings, and I did lots of the interior too, but April Girl 101, she helped me a little bit too. This is the library. I don't think I'm gonna show you the inside actually, whatever. Over here is like a smaller, like a bungalow house, but it's actually really cute. So they have a really big backyard, which is nice. And chunks are just like 90% of this video is just me complaining how chunks won't load. And yeah, I apologize for that, but it's true. Somebody please fix this, cause it's okay. Whoa, what's happening? The chunks on this server. How do I refresh chunks? I do not know, cause I am a dum-dum. We'll come back to that later, I guess. Over here is a Starbucks thing, which I thought was really... I didn't call this one Starbucks, I called it Starbucks. And yeah, this is the inside. There's another floor, but I'm not gonna bother, because this video is probably gonna be really long anyway. Over here is an outdoor dining area, and I built like a little ice cream parlor, and I called it the Scoop, because there's a place in Waskasiu called the Scoop, and it has really good ice cream, so I decided to name it after that. So, the flavors are pretzel and pecan crunch, butterscotch ripple, pineapple punch, confetti, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And the decoration in here isn't very good, but I think it's still kind of cool. And then I built the beach thing over here, and when I was doing one of the hide and seeks, I hid behind the swan, and it almost worked. And yeah, so there's like little floaties everywhere, and it's kind of cute. There's like a beach volleyball and some umbrellas, and there's like the ice cream place is right next to it, and there's a little kitty area over there, and it's kind of cute. Yay, the chunks have loaded. So yeah, this is the other house. It's smaller than all the other ones, but it is still a really nice house, so yeah. And then, if we go over this way, so that's pretty much the gist of what the town is. If I went inside all the buildings, if I did a thorough tour of my plot, this would take forever, so I'm not gonna do that. And if we go out this way, not even for that long. Yeah. Okay. This is my Battle of the Builds arena. This is the one that I used with Maya, and I was gonna fill one with Tiggy Wiggy 1234 slash the Witty Weasel slash Blue Jade. So this is the arena I was gonna use for this one, and I accidentally made it bigger, but I was too lazy to fix either of them, so I just kind of left it like that. I was gonna film a video with her, but then she got busy, and then I was busy, and then yeah. So yeah, I really like I love playing like that game. I love playing with people, especially with your friends, like one-on-one, because it's just so much fun to like compete. I know I've only posted one video, but we actually recorded it 6 times. I'm holding up 5 fingers right now because I can't count, so I'm gonna add one more finger. So, yeah. And yeah, I think that's all of my plot. There's what I have built on here, and I also only put 2 clouds here because I was too lazy to build another rainbow. So yeah, I guess that's my plot tour. So, hooray, I guess? Don't know why I decided to make this video, but I thought it's kind of cool. And if you want to check out my plot, let's go like this. Is that a thing? Will this work? Okay, whatever, I don't know. Wait, if I disconnect from the server, then if I reconnect to the server, and then I should spawn in the main lobby, yes. So if you want to check out my plot, click when you first spawn in the world thing, right click the compass / server menu, click on Creative Fun Server 2, and then wait for it to load, and then you'll be in the lobby, and then do / plot visit. This might be different. I'm not sure if this is actually right, but then do Loomis _ Lazuli, like that. And yeah, okay, so it works. So do /p visit my username, and it'll take you to my plot. You can explore it thoroughly of all the buildings, and yeah, I'd love to, if you do happen to do this, in the comments below, please tell me what you think of it. I love hearing feedback, especially on builds I've done, because it makes me feel really good, or really crappy, or it tells me what I need to improve on. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon, and leave a like if you liked my plot, or liked the video, and subscribe for more videos. So, thank you so much. Goodbye!